You're going.
Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. As you can see, I am not at home. I am in North Myrtle Beach with my family for the week, enjoying Thanksgiving and this really quiet beach. It has been amazing. But before I left town, I finished 4 projects using metallic finishes in different ways. So if you want to see what I came up with, stick around. Project number 1 this week is going to be these 2 medium-sized wooden nutcrackers. I paid either $5 a piece for these or a little bit less this summer during an estate sale. And I'm really kind of doing these as a test to see how I want to upcycle these 3 larger wooden nutcrackers that I'm thinking of keeping for myself. So keep that in mind with all these finishes today. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to these. So for this one, I'm going to use black velvet DIY paint as a base coat. I'm going to stir the DIY golden ticket, which is a liquid patina. So it is kind of like a sealer coat. You can use it like a golden glaze. You can use it like a golden paint over the top of other paint. It is not a wax. It is a patina. And I am going to go over this guy with 2 coats. I am going to show you in the next photo or in the next clip. The one on the left has 1 coat of golden ticket, and then the one on the right has 2 coats of golden ticket. I didn't know for sure if I was going to try to do some dark wax over the top of this. That is another finish that we could try. But for this pair, decided 2 coats of golden ticket would be the final look I was going for. What do you think of these gorgeous golden statues? Project number 2 this week is going to be the singing little angel. It had 2 spots on it that would not come off, and it is pretty light and pretty cheap. And I wanted to see what this beauty would look like with a copper tone. So I am using, what is this, Summer Crush. I have heard that using like an orange under the copper is a good undertone. And honestly, I'm just trying to cover this with some type of paint to give my liquid patina something more to seal up. So this time I am using the Pennies from Heaven liquid patina, which has a copper tone to it. I'm doing 2 coats of Summer Crush and then covering this beauty with a gorgeous Pennies from Heaven liquid patina. Right before I left for out of town, I got a DIY paint order in, which replenished my golden ticket and Pennies from Heaven. So if you've not tried these yet, go check them out over at createyourowncozy.com. Now back to the project. This is what she looks like with 1 coat of Pennies from Heaven, and you could leave her just like this. But I am adding some dark wax to her to see if she could, I'm going to do the bottom first to make sure I like it. Spoiler alert, I did. So I am just putting this on there, rubbing it in, and oh my goodness, I just love this look. So I did the whole thing this way and thought that what a great way to add some shimmer and shine with a little bit of old world with the dark wax. What do you guys think of this one? If you guys are new here, welcome to Create Your Own Cozy. I would love it if you hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know you are here. Project number 3 is this precious little angel that I had thrifted a while back, and I loved the golden tone, but he was missing his angel wings. So I was trying to figure out, for 99 cents, he was super heavy, how do I upcycle him and keep the golden tone and add some angel wings? Well, I decided let's go ahead and get my new to me mold out and use my IOD clay and cast some molds and see what they look like on him, and then decide what to do. One of my viewers let me know on the last time I used these angel wings that this is not the way they should look from the back when they're closed. They should look like this when they're officially closed. Whoops, I did it the wrong way last time. So I'm going to work on closing his angel wings the correct way this time, although I don't need them to be as wide as they are. Don't worry, I have my little handy dandy letter opener to make a nice little cut, and then I just kind of use my fingertips to soften the edges and turn these into the wings that they need to be for this gorgeous angel. So I used Tightbond Quick and Thick and got these wings and where I wanted them and kind of pushed it down into the crevices so they wouldn't be too far removed from his body. And then I decided to mimic the finish that was already happening. And I was originally, I'm like, can I do it on the wings only? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this whole thing look the same. So I'm using Apothecary, one of my very favorite paint colors, and one of my very favorite paint brushes, the Perfectionist paint brush from DIY. And I am painting him Apothecary. It's the same tone that he has now. He's got Apothecary undertones with the golden hue. So I was trying to keep him the way he looked, just to make it look like those wings never left his body. After the clay dried overnight, there was a little bit of shrinkage, so I just took some clay and put it in between so it didn't look like there was damage and it kind of all melded together. I didn't glue it or anything. I just put the clay in where there's any spaces that I didn't like, and then just painted right over the top of that with Apothecary again, and then I'm ready to move on to the next step. I'm using my old letter opener again to put the clay where I want it. I'm telling you, this tool that I used to have for my office back in the day has really come in handy. Now I'm just taking basically an artist brush and just lightly taking golden ticket and glazing the top of them. I'm not going all the way down in the crevices. I want that Apothecary to be in the creases, kind of like it was when we started. And I do end up doing this 2 different times with the golden ticket. That way, wherever the gold was, it was a little bit more of a shimmery gold. But I am really liking this version. My other option was going to be to paint the whole thing gold take Apothecary and turn it into a paint wash and have that be in the crevices. But I thought I'd try this way first, and I really do like the way it turned out. The Apothecary in the creases with golden ticket over it. What do you guys think of this finish? All right, guys, this last project should have been a simple flip. I had this white stag that was in my booth, but there were some spots on it that I couldn't quite get off. I could have just spray painted it white, right? No, let's make it complicated. Do you know what I decide to do? I decide, let's take some carnival red, oh my gosh, and let's just kind of stipple this on here, because my thought was I'm gonna do golden ticket on the top of this. And I know Debbie from Debbie's Design Diary says to put red underneath your gold and your gold will totally shine. But do you know what I didn't do? This is a very slick surface, and yes, this clay paint can be painted over almost anything without scratching off, but not this without salvation solution. So I am getting my red paint all over this guy, and guys, it just scratched right off. What the heck am I doing? So let's rinse it off in the sink. Hey, did you go wag your tail? Say hey, Brent. Hey. Oh, you sweet boy. I'm gonna miss you. I could have gone downstairs and got salvation solution, but I decided to look at the metallic finishes that I just happen to have in my stash and decided, you know what? I'm trying to get out of town. Let's just spray paint this. What could go wrong? So I have him outside on the back porch, and I picked this champagne color. And guys, I'm not a very good spray painter. You know, you can't be good at everything. That's what I like to say to my kids. But I'm just going over this with trying for 2 coats, and I'm trying, look how windy it is. I am trying not to let this fall. Y'all, look what I did. I came out here to do another coat and accidentally picked up the white instead of the champagne. So I tried to dry it off a little bit, but it's freezing. I am not a spray painter, kid. I got a couple coats of the champagne color on top of the stag. Piper said I should do a nice velvet ribbon around his neck, but I totally forgot before leaving town. But I think he is just so handsome. What do you guys think? Are you rolling? So what did you guys think? Did you have a favorite finish? And I would love to hear a vote on which finish you think I should do on the really large nutcrackers that I have waiting for me at home. We are driving home tomorrow, Saturday, which is Small Business Saturday. Do not forget to support your local small businesses. If that happens to be me, createyourowncozy.com is up and running, and I will be back home ready to fill your orders. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite project was, what your favorite finish was, how I should move forward with those nutcrackers. Something that I do want to talk to you about is something that I've been thinking about a little bit. Being in the social media world, we tend to look at everybody's highlight reels. Specifically, I have been working on this particular project while I've been here. And I've noticed that this is the highlight reel, and then this is the stinking mess that's on the back. And sometimes you have to go through the mess to make the pretty stuff. And a lot of times when we are on watching people on social media, like even the pictures I'm going to show you from my vacation, I'm showing you the highlight reel because my kids fought, we got cranky, we got short with each other. I'm not showing you those pictures. So don't forget to remember that everybody has those messy parts in their lives, but something about Thanksgiving also allows you to be grateful for the highlight reels. And if you're focusing on everyone else's highlight reel and what they are showing you in your life, maybe we could focus on that for ourselves. We can focus on the memories that we just had at the beach. We can focus on the laughter and the giggles that we had, and kind of put little arguments in the back of our mind. They happen, it's real life, but let's remember to focus on the things that we do have. Guys, I am so thankful for you. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Thank you for being here. I hope that you feel rested after spending some time with your people. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. This photography right here is brought to you by my 15-year-old Piper Davis, who walked on the beach with the camera. Isn't she talented? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out over at createyourowncozy.com.